Yeah, that's what I thought. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Before we get started, if you haven't already, click that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss another upload. So today we are just at about 2.5 weeks away from dove season. It's getting real, folks. We're finally winding down on the last few days before hunting season starts. I know some of y'all are going to be headed up to North Dakota here in a couple days to go and get on those early season honkers. Good luck to all y'all going up there. I hope you have an awesome time and really get into them. But as for me, I'm staying here in Oklahoma. We've got dove season coming up at September 1st, and then we have a September teal season as well as a September resident goose hunt, or a resident goose season. And the other day I noticed some geese hitting one of our fields, so may actually get into some early season geese for the first time ever for me. That'd be awesome. But today I've got a brand new shotgun that I'm going to be using for this year. It is a Browning Silver Hunter. I'll go ahead and show you guys. This is it right here. It's a pretty sweet shotgun. I haven't got to shoot it much, and that's the whole point of today's video, is I'm going to be patterning this. I paired it with a Kicks High Flyer full choke. Let me get the package out for you. It's this right here. I've gotten pretty used to shooting a full choke over the past couple of years, and I pretty much run a full choke year round, no matter what I'm hunting. But anyway, like I was saying, I've got this shotgun out. I'm actually gonna pattern it for the first time with that Kicks High Flyer. It's very important to pattern your shotguns. That way you know how it's shooting with different kinds of loads. Today I'm just using Federal Speed Shock 12 gauge 3-inch number 2s. And I'm going to shoot at 20 yards and then 40 yards. And then I'm going to back up to 50 yards, and I've got a Kent 3.5-inch number 2 that I'm going to shoot at 50 yards just to kind of see what it does. But anyway, I'm done talking. I'm going to put the camera on the bipod, and I've got the target set up downrange right there. And like I said, I'm going to put the camera on the bipod and we'll get to shooting. You guys stay tuned, and I hope you enjoy. Alright, so I've walked out to 20 yards. The target's right there. This first shot will be, like I said, a Speed Shock 3-inch number 2 12 gauge. It is 1.25 ounces, shoots 1,450 feet per second. Very important thing, always wear hearing protection whenever you're shooting. I've been really bad about it while I'm hunting. This year I'm going to change that, and I'm actually going to start wearing hearing protection while I'm hunting as well. But I'm going to go ahead and throw this in, and we'll take our first shot. Safety's off. There we go. That's a dead bird. I've got the GoPro set up so you guys can see that. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and back up, put a new target out, back up, set up for 40 yards, and I'll see you guys again once we're set up for that. Okay, so we're set up at 40 yards. I've got Same load, Federal Speed Shock, 3-inch number 2, 1 ounce and a quarter. So this full choke is rated from 20 to 50 yards. That's what the package says on it. So we're kind of at the back end of we're kind of at the end of the range of the choke. But if I can make a good pattern and essentially kill a bird at it, that's awesome. 40 yards is kind of the end of where I feel comfortable taking a shot at anyway. I like ducks up close. I like killing them feet down, finishing in the decoys. But you know, sometimes that doesn't happen and you got to take some further shots. So that's kind of what this is patterning for. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and load up. Let's give it a shot. Safety off. Not bad. That's a dead bird. All right. Like I said, I have the GoPro down there, so you should be able to see that. And I'm gonna get that, and we'll do our 50-yard shot just for funsies, and then I'll lay out all the patterns and we'll count them, and I'll talk to you guys then. But let's go ahead and get this 50-yard shot. All right, like I said, for this one we're gonna use a 3.5 inch. This gun is rated up to a 3.5 inch. Make sure that your gun is chambered for 3.5 inch. Don't shoot a 3.5 inch if it's only chambered for 3. But anyway, we're at 50 yards. Let's go ahead and load up and see what it does. Safety's off. Yeah, that's what I thought. So that's about what I thought would happen. I mean, we're walking down there. I'll show you guys. That, I don't know if I jerked that. I felt pretty steady whenever I pulled the trigger. But there's just, at that far of a range, that pattern really opens up. But we'll walk down here and take a look at it. I mean, you could possibly still kill a bird with it, but it's not very ethical. Anyway, I'm gonna get all packed up, get all these targets counted, labeled, then counted, and then we will go. I'll sit down with y'all and kind of walk through everything. But so y'all stay tuned, and we'll see you once we get back to the house. Hey guys, well, I'm back at the house enjoying this shade and a nice little breeze. It's still very hot in Oklahoma. I mean, I think right now it's about 95 or 96 degrees. We've got a nice little breeze out of the south, but it is still hot. But let's go ahead and dive into what I counted on let's go ahead and dive into the results on patterning the shotgun. We'll start at 50 yards. So 50 yards, I got 14 on the target. Now, is there a chance you could still hit a bird or shoot a goose or a duck and knock them down? Absolutely. But your chances on that, you're more reliant on luck than anything else. I mean, I wasn't completely steady with that shotgun, so there's definitely human error in that. But for the most part, that's not a very high percentage shot. The second one, 40 yards. I got 27 shots on the target. That, I feel like, I mean, that's probably a 70% shot right there. At 40 yards, you're more than likely going to knock them down. It may not be a kill shot. You may have to follow up or run down a crippled, depending on where you're hunting at. But it's definitely a down bird most of the time. That's about the farthest that I'll take a shot. I mean, I've been guilty just like everybody else at feeling good, or something will come in and you go 0 for 2 and you take a third shot, a third frustration shot on as they're on their way out. I mean, it happens to everybody, but most of the time 40 yards is a max. And I usually, like I said earlier in the video, I like shooting ducks in the decoys, feet down, committing and finishing in the hole. That is, I feel like, true waterfowl hunting. Obviously not every hunt's gonna, and not every group of birds is gonna finish perfect exactly like you want them, but the 20 to 30 yard shot is perfect. And for proof of that, here's the 20 yard pattern. That is 87 shots on target. I guarantee you that's a dead bird every time. I mean, that is going to be stone dead. Your dog's going to have a short retrieve, go get it and bring it back. That is a high percentage shot at 20 yards. I'm really pleased with that. I mean, I'm pretty happy with the 40 yard because obviously there's going to be human error, and if I had it steady on a rest, there's probably going to be more shots on target. But the spread at 20 yards, you can't beat that. That is very accurate. But that pretty much concludes the video. Everybody, I encourage you, even if you've patterned it last year, go and pattern your shotguns every year. That way you know where it's shooting and you know what the pattern is at different distances. If you can, get out, shoot some clay pigeons. I'm gonna have a video coming up next. I don't know if it'll be the next video, but here in a week or so I'll have a video coming up where we're gonna go shoot some clay pigeons and get ready for dove season. I mean, let me know in the comment what you guys are excited for, what hunting seasons are coming up on y'all, and God bless each and every one of y'all, and as always, we'll see you on the next one.